at 9 a.m. from Ebony, Clark, Atlanta. I got my new mug. Grab your real estate agent's journal, new real estate agent journal. You don't have to be new to buy the journal because you could probably learn something. And today, listen, we could easily be, you know how I think, like you're running a business, but this one would probably be section 3, page 60. There is no inbox in real estate. I've already created the marketing for this one. Oh, you guys, maybe they got to see it. So wherever you are joining me from, let me know in the feed. Let me know, give me your hearts. If you have questions, hop over to Instagram or on Facebook or on YouTube. If you type, I will see them over in the chat. We are live in multiple places. So let me know where you're joining from. Take a moment, click the little arrow in the bottom right hand corner, right? And let's invite a few friends this morning. Oh, Trina, you're already here. So let's just blow up a few people's feeds. You know how this goes, right? You know. Here we go. Let's get a few more people. I've sent my e-blast. This was a good one. Here, let me tell you this. You know it's good, and you should be on around page 60 of the new Real Estate Agents Journal taking notes, because there is no inbox in real estate around my page 60. This is where, it's just 2 pages. I tell you the important roles of a real estate entrepreneur. Here it is. You have to lead generate. So let's just get right into it. I won't keep you here all day. Welcome, Fairfax, Virginia. Southside. I got my mug. So again, thanks for joining me. I'm so excited. Let me know you're here, especially on Facebook or YouTube, because I've only done this 3 times on those sites, but I really do focus on Instagram. Now, this is a good one. And let me tell you why I know it's good. It's because I was wide awake at 4:30 a.m. with a great idea. So I've added to this. So if you're in the agent journey, you're going to really benefit. If you're in the agent journey, you have the keys to listing leads. If you're in the keys to listing leads, which is not a membership, it is marketing. So if you're in the agent journey, you get the marketing. If you're in the keys to listing leads, you get the marketing. But I created a whole new marketing plan. Well, I created one piece already, but a whole new marketing plan for April, like all new. Because I was like, what are we doing? What are we doing right now? So here we go. I'm on it. So if you are in the agent journey, man, if you're in the agent journey, I'm doing a whole video series for you. If you're in the keys to listing leads, you just got to figure it out. Or you just got to really pay attention. You should have joined. That's all I got to say. You can still join. And even if you don't join, you might want to go take that course I have in my bio on mastering data. I think that's the name. So here we go. Now, I'm excited. Like my mug, Ebony, you like my mug? One day these folks will figure out which side to put it on, because I'm right-handed. But if I were left-handed, it makes sense. So I got my Clark, Atlanta mug. So Chicago suburbs, I'm just in the suburbs. Like way out in the suburbs. So I'm going to actually pick up my iPad, because this is where I took notes. And let me tell all of you. So I have a blog. And my goal in 2022 was to create a video on YouTube every single week. And I'm doing that. But I stopped blogging. So I get it. Like, you're like, oh, I can't just do it all. I had to get back. And if you don't know, I grab my new agent journal and I'll kind of write down the concept, but I'll come back to my iPad and type, because I'm faster. And sometimes it's me in the car in the passenger seat on my iPhone. So in Evernote. So here we go. This is a good one, but you got to wait to the end to get the good part. It is what it is. If you hop off, just come back, watch the replay, fast forward to the end, because that's the only way you're going to get it. All right. And all right, so here we go. So no matter what I share with you today, I sound like this is a speech, right? No matter what I share with you today, you still have to put in the work. If you want to have consistent income, did you see my reel yesterday? Seriously. If you want to have consistent income, consistent leads, consistent closings, you must consistently follow up, consistently manage a transaction and follow up. And even if you follow up, someone might decide not to use you because that just happened to me. I was heartbroken. I'm okay because these things happen. Things happen. But no matter what, you have to put in the work. No one can make you do this business. No one. No one. Now, if you're lucky enough to be married to someone that will do the work for you because you didn't do it, because Mark's not doing it. I wrote 2 contracts a couple of days ago. So I feel your pain. And maybe at the end, I'll kind of even give you some tips on this multiple offer thing. Because there's always a trigger on why sometimes, well, not always, but there are sometimes I'll give you tips because I see something. So no one can make you do the business. I can motivate you every day. I can motivate you. I can rah, rah, rah. I'm like, yes, you could do it. You could do it. You could do this. But if you're excited at the end and you go back to your regular routine, your regularly scheduled program of being stuck, you're stuck. I can't make you do this. I can teach. I can't, or I don't know how, but I can't teach. I won't. If you won't do it, you won't do it. You have to get up, get dressed, and have the motivation. You've got to get up, show up on Fridays, and come and learn with me. If you see me in person, I'm just going to tell you, sit next to me because I'll probably just talk to talk. Right. Mark's grabbing my hand. So I get it. There are days when I'm stuck and you need to step out of it. Like I was not, creating content for my blog. I'm like, oh, at least once a month, Carrie, because I have so much content I could literally copy, cut, and paste. But I'm quick and I'm typing, so I probably need someone to somebody read my blog and then tell me where my errors are, and I'll go fix it. So here you go. You got to snap out of it. You got to snap out of being stuck. You got to snap out of it. So if you never pull the trigger, you've got some hard questions to answer. Do you really want to be an entrepreneur? Because if we're trying to motivate you, here's the truth. I could walk down the street with you and put out doorknob bags. Sure. I could sit with you and we could stuff envelopes. I could sit with you and walk you through the process and you give me your credit card and we pay for it. I get it. And we're working on it. I'm working with an attorney for some in Illinois monthly trainings. We're working on it. I'm coming outside. I am coming to Michigan on April 19th for Women's Council. I'm going to put the link in my bio. So are you ready for this business? And some of you need to go, like, I really need to do this. And I'll give you my examples. I told you, like in September, the keys to listing leads, I started doing it with all of you. So I'm mailing every single month, just like all of you. So if you're an agent at Caremark, all the marketing is in Workplace. It's there. And as a matter of fact, the marketing is here and it's already on the keys to listing leads. Like it's already there. So you could literally stop and go mail. All right. So let's get to it. Creative ways to get or obtain seller leads. After creating Reels every day since March 1st, because I've been doing it every day since March 1st, I am convinced you need to create video every day. Just a 60-second reel. Full disclosure, you could do Monday through Friday. You could do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, but it's the consistency is what I figured out is working. So it's helped me sit at the top of everyone's feed because you guys engage, especially when it's controversial. And I don't mean like bad. And I keep telling you, some of these reels and videos that you're doing, you're putting down the consumer. Stop trying to give us the content. Stop making content for me to laugh at. Create content for the consumer to hire you. Because I'm telling you, some of you are like, if one more person calls me to without a pre-approval, I'm out. I'm telling you now, the consumer's out. They're telling me they don't want to work. Now there's some that might be like, okay, I'm just going to get ready. Like I get it. Yeah, Perry, right. Definitely a question to ask yourself. Are you ready for this business? Are you? All right. So that's what I think. So since March, and I don't have time for this. Like Mark needs to start having a team meeting because I can't do this. Like Mieko, you need to call Mark because I cannot do his work. Since March, I've received 4 seller leads since I started doing these reels. 1 investor lead, 3 buyer leads, and 2 of the buyer leads have already written offers on homes. I have a listing appointment this weekend. I'm sorry. Yes, I do. I have a listing appointment this weekend One of the leads was an expired listing. One seller wants to sell next year, and the investor lead is already under contract because Mark bought it. This is what's happening. I'm not listing houses, and some people, I have had agents say, "Well, Carrie, if Mark's the top producer, how can we be top producers?" Mark could care less. He will close a deal. Like the deal he sold in Bellwood, he's like, someone called and was like, my friend told me to call you. I'm going out of town. Can I write an offer? I haven't seen it. Can't do dual agency when you own it. So there's other things you got to do. But here's my point. They say a body in motion stays in motion. A real estate agent at work, always posting on social media, sending direct mail, you're going to generate leads. It's up to you to convert. So now, I told y'all, I'm doing this video thing on purpose. I am. I've been going live since May every Friday. Now, have I missed a Friday and had to just kind of give you like a recap, or I've gone earlier because I had to teach class? Yes. Oh, I did forgot to tell you this. I'm taking photos this weekend on a listing referral from downstate. I am. And yes, the deal goes under Mark, the listing, the little team. I keep trying to tell you this stuff works. Stop making me have to come back. And if I come back, the agents in my office will realize it is harder for me to train regularly, because I have training every week. And when agents stop showing up, I figure out how to fix it. If the agents aren't making money because you don't want to make money, I can go make money. We joke about it all the time. I'm like, any day of the year, you let something happen and every real estate agent has to go back to work. I can get a job. Can you? All right, here we go. Let's get into it. So remember, my 2016 story, when I went live about closing cost credits, I closed 8 deals, which totaled 1.5 million in transactions. I'm back. I should do that video. Woo, I'm back. Okay, I can't sing. So here, get your pen out because I'm talking fast, so you're going to have to come back and watch the replay. So, number 1. So creative ways to get seller leads, but I'm going to give you the best way at the end. So creative ways to get seller leads. And I've got data to prove this. Number 1, get over yourself and create video around selling homes. Number 1, I need you to get over yourself. You need to start creating content around listing homes. Number 2, create videos of your listings. Create videos of your listings. It's an argument in my household because I'm like, Mark, when you're done with the flip, don't sell it without me knowing. We laugh, we joke. There are times I'm like, so what were you talking about on the phone? He's like, Carrie, what are you talking about? I'm like, you don't share with me. I'm like, what happened to the Addison home? Oh, it's gone. What? I don't have any video. I don't have any video. Yeah, and Mina's right. This stuff works in every industry. So number 1, get over yourself and create video around selling homes. If you are an entrepreneur and you sell books, get over yourself and start going live about books. If you're an entrepreneur and you sell cupcakes, get over yourself and, show me that cupcake. If you're an entrepreneur and you sell coffee, get over yourself. And listen, you're not going to like how you sound. You're not going to like how you look. You're not. My best tip is create the video. Don't go back. Go back, and this is what I do when I go back. I turn the volume down, and then I answer all of your questions. So number 2, create videos of your listings. I would prefer a professional, but I would go with, if you, first of all, walking through the house is kind of traditional, but could you just get creative in a couple of the rooms, right? Just do a quick 5-second video of the kitchen, a 5-second video of the luxury bath, the 5-second video of the family room, and then stitch it together. Yes, you can. Number 3, create video every day. Yes, you can talk for 60 seconds. I've been doing it. You should see me. I'm like, oh, Mark, give me a minute. And he turns, I'm like, you can keep the TV up because I'm going to use this music with these reels point. So it doesn't matter. There could be sound in the background because I'm not recording the sound. If I gave you the script, I'm going to ask you all of this. And I want you to tell me in the chat. If you're on Facebook, I want you to tell me. If I gave you a reel script every day, would you do it? Tell me. If I gave you the script every day for a reel, a TikTok, a Pinterest post, a YouTube short, Would you use it? Tell me. I need to know, because if one of you says it, I'm just going to send it to one person. Tell me, like, would you use it every day? I see Denius over here on Facebook. I got a yes on Facebook. I got a yes. I got a yes. I got a yep. Give me a check mark, a thumbs up. Tell me faster. Hit the hearts. Are you on Facebook? Hit the hearts, hit the hearts, hit the hearts. Like, blow me up. Like, let's make this, just keep tapping, keep tapping, keep tapping. At least do something. Because I think I'm doing that. I think I'm going to be doing that in April. And you, listen, if I can go talk for 60 seconds, I know I can create content for 60 seconds. All right. The hearts are going away, so you got to keep hitting them. If that's what you want. Number 4, I want you, when you start creating this content, I want you to download it and repurpose it on YouTube, TikTok, and Pinterest. You don't have to do every single video. You do not have to do every single video. And here's the truth. Remember I said if you create videos on TikTok, you download it and upload it to Instagram, you get the TikTok logo. If you create it on Reels and you download it and you upload it to TikTok, you get the Instagram logo. I'm telling you, I'm retesting the algorithm. So if I create video and I have script, or if I have captions, I download it. It's me. I can download it before I post it on TikTok. So I am testing it. See, Robin, I love it, James. I got real hearts. I got real hearts over here. I've got Cynthia on Facebook. I've got Karen. I've got Natalia. I got Zelda. Like, everybody's saying yes. If you got questions, throw them in the Q&A, because I see what video app would I use. I'm going to tell you. I'll tell you towards the end. So repurpose it. It doesn't have to be everything, but I am testing sharing the Instagram download to TikTok with the Instagram logo, because I get the sound if I use the content from Instagram. Number 5, share content on data. No one's going to comment. No one cares unless you make it interesting. Start sharing content on data, because I got to lead because of it. I got to lead because of it. I got to lead. Let's see. That was my number 5. And by the way, you could pick one city every day, but let's just say you're an agent in Illinois and your market is Oswego, Montgomery, Joliet, Romeoville. And I just made that up. Let's go Oswego, Montgomery, Plainfield, Joliet. That's your market. You could talk every Wednesday. It's going to be, what's going on with the market on Wednesday, what's up Wednesday. And you're going to talk about 4 different cities every week. And I want you to get consistent with it. I keep talking about data, but some of you don't believe me. Number 6, go back to the bottom of the market. Now I'm getting more technical. Go back to the bottom of the market in your area. These are the people that bought homes at prices that are more likely to make more money when they sell their home now. Or the people that were trying to sell in 2008, 9, and 10 because they bought in 2001, but they bought in 2005, remember? After 9/11, everybody could buy a house, kind of like right now. So even though interest rates had a hike this week, and we're getting close to 5%. And last year, November, we were around, close to 3. The truth is, something feels like it's in my eye. The truth is, you can go back. If you take classes with me, I can show you how to do it. So in my market, the bottom was 2010 through 2014. We could easily go back to 2009 to 2015. And I actually have the report right here. And if I click it, because I have it, or maybe it's going to click, maybe it's not going to click. Let's see. Nope, it's not like in my report. So anyway, when I went back and I looked at the bottom of the market, and these are some of the reports I'm going to talk about when I start doing these reels. I'm going to tell you at the end. I'm going to blow your mind at the end. I'm blowing your mind at the end. You can start targeting this group instead of just thinking about the people in your marketplace. Okay. I get it. I see the comments. I understand you're like, they have nowhere to go. That's your job to figure it out. But that's going to be a part of the reels, because you got to tell the truth. And somebody might still decide to wait. Now, number 7, how about 2008 through 2015 in Illinois? Go after all of the expires and cancels that didn't sell in those years. Did you know you could do this? If you have Realist, you could do it now. All right, number 8, start farming to pre-foreclosures. I'm not telling you the city because I'm doing it. I'm just letting you know right now. And if you have questions, please, or any comments you want me to see, put them in that question mark at the bottom on Instagram. If you put them on Facebook, I see them in Restream because I'm going to miss it because there's 80 of you. All right, let's see. The reason, and so here I'm doing this. So the city I searched last night, there are 9. There are 9 pre-foreclosures, 5 with equity, 4 that are upside down. 4 that are upside down. And I actually pulled more than one city. And in another area, I put in about 4 areas. And out of 89 pre-foreclosures, 11 of the properties are underwater. This means that the seller might be able to close and get a check. This is the stuff you need to talk about. You guys are good with, call me, here are the steps of home ownership. Call me, here are the steps to listing a home. That's great, do it. I'm not saying don't do it. But the people with the numbers are the people that are going to get called. And I get it because when I went to a video, I was on a panel yesterday with another agent, and I didn't quite know what I was getting into, but now I know. And they talked about video, and they talked about creating content. I think I was creating most of the content, but this agent is a top producer, like $1 million listings. And he was like, Carrie, the luxury cars are it. If you're going to list a luxury home, $5 million, you got to show the cars coming in. I was like, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. People are motivated by what they see. So I get it. So start farming the pre-foreclosures. And if you're like, Carrie, I'm not sure, I haven't taken the short sale foreclosure class, write this down. Carrie said, still market, make an appointment and find an agent that has, and give them half the income. Give that agent half. Stop trying to do it all. Go get the money and learn. Let this agent teach you. Are you learning anything? Are you learning anything today? So I'm just telling you, in my MLS, we are getting the data from, you can get the data from RPR. I got it from Remind last night. You can also get it from Realist. And you can put in the recording date, the list pendants date. Listen, I'm not making this stuff up. There are days if I could just get somebody to sit next to me and do everything I ask them to do, man, we'd be rich together. Okay, here. All right. So schedule the appointment. Always schedule the appointment. Number 9. Do all of this and repeat. Again, I just said it because I saw the question. Use Remind, Realist. You can use RPR. You could use your MLS. You've got to go find the list. And I didn't even talk about the high sell score and HomeSnap. This isn't even my number and in my numbers, but make it a number. Like just write it down as an extra bonus, Carrie's bonus. HomeSnap and Remind, a lot of these data tools we use, they have high sell scores. Okay. So now, number 10, renters to buyers. Now, renters to buyers is great, but I really want you to take that list and use that list for a number. So my number 9 is Remind, RPR, Realist, etc. Go find the list. My number 10 is renters to buyers, but my number 11 is really what I want you to focus on is renters to seller. Go find the investor. Now, this is something I've told you before. I think I told you 3 weeks ago. I want to know how many of you have mailed. I know D-mailed. I know that D-mailed. I see the comments, but I don't see the comments because I don't have on my glasses. On my computer, it's bigger. Okay, number 12. Pay attention. In your MLS, I'm going to pause for a second on this one because I don't want you to think I'm being shady. I'm not. I want you to think about this. And you need to know your market. So don't go back and say, Carrie said, find out what the rules are for your MLS. Off-market deals in our market are fair game. So what I mean by off-market, I mean not under contract off-market. So off-market meaning cancels and expires. So let's just go with that. Cancels and expires. So cancels and expires. So this is what I want you to do because I can do this in my MLS. Do you guys know the top producers in your area? Top producers are about to be mad at me. So if you're a top producer, you need to figure out how to not have a canceled or expired because I'm about to tell everybody how to go get them. Here we go with my big hair. This is what happens when I wash my own hair. So in your MLS, pay attention, right? I want you to create a report. First of all, go see who the top producer is in the area you want to be in. Here we go. Then I want you to figure out how many expireds. I want you to go look up all the expireds for the top producers in the cities you want to be in. Go to see if any of those closed. I'm about to blow your mind as I trip over my words. Here we go. I want you to look to see if there's a pattern on when their properties go off the market. I want you to go see if there's a pattern, because I figured out a pattern for an agent in my market. I'm telling you, if I could get somebody to sit next to me and do everything all day, I'd give you half. I'd give you half. Here we go. Do their properties expire? Do they typically relist these properties? Watch what they do. I told you there's an agent. If I could tell you a story about this agent, people like to tell me stuff. I don't go back and tell everything. But I like it when people share and let me know what's happening in the world. Boy, you got to give me a person for this story, but I'll tell you a partial story. I'll tell you. I got to think. I had an agent that told me, why would you go work for Carrie? She's a minority brokerage. And they told me who it was. And I saw this agent in person, and the agent didn't know who I was, but in a minute he knew who I was. Ooh, I said it was a he. Like, people tell on you. Something you got about, alcohol. You can't blame that on the alcohol. I was not even offended. I can't even tell you what I want to say. All right, so use this as an opportunity to see what people are doing, and then you can go after the cancels and expires, make sure it wasn't relisted, and make sure it didn't close. That's your homework. Go figure it out. This is your weekend homework. Oh man, it's horrible. Look, do I look upset? I was pissed. Move on. Yeah, right. Not surprised. I mean, people, man. Yeah, don't go after anyone else's listings. It's a code of ethics violation. But if it's off market, make sure you know your area. It's fair game in my market. All right, so stay in the know. There's some other things, not a number, but stay in the know. You need to know what's going on with the news. You need to know what's going on with the interest rates, and keep sending your direct mail and asking your list to join you online to learn. All right, so I'm going to repeat this, and then I'm going to give you the super bonus, and then we'll do Q&A. All right, and at the beginning, this is what I told all of you. So for those of you that are just joining, right? All right, here we go. For those of you that are just joining me, no matter what I share with you, you still have to put in the work. If you want to have consistent income, consistent leads, consistent closings, you must consistently follow up and consistently manage the transaction and follow up. No one can make you do this. All right, so here we go. So number 1, get over yourself and create video around listings. Number 2, create videos of your listings. Number 3, now, by the way, you can still create some other fun listings, so I'm not saying you can't do that. Number 3, create video every day. If you can't create video every day because you're now hyperventilating, Monday, it could be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 2 or 3 times a week. And I asked you earlier, if I gave you a script, would you use it? Number 4, repurpose your video on YouTube Shorts, TikTok, and Pinterest. You don't have to repurpose every single one, but the good ones, right? Number 5, share content on data. You could pick one city a week. Because, right, if you were in Plainfield, Oswego, Romeoville, Joliet, and you created content every week, pick a different city, you'd have 4 weeks of content. Number 6, go back to the bottom of the market and look for those deals that didn't sell. Number 7, also go back to the bottom of the market and go after the expireds and the cancels that didn't sell. So when you go back to the bottom of the market, the first one is just go look for people that bought in 2009 through like maybe 2015. And then also go back and look for cancels and expireds that were never relisted. Number 8, start going after pre-foreclosures. I actually didn't say this earlier, but go after pre-foreclosures and go. You want to switch to luxury? There you go. Because nobody wants it. They don't want everybody in the neighborhood to know their business. Here you go. Some of you about to be mad at me again. Here we are. Number 9, repeat. Remind Realist RPR your MLS. You've got to go get the list. I can't make you do this. Now, again, I said I could walk your neighborhood with you. You got to do the work. Number 10, renters to buyers. Number 11, that get that same list, the investors. And then number 12, remember I said all the top producers are about to be mad at me? Here it is. All of you need to go to your MLS, create a list of the top producers in your MLS, create a custom report to see if there's a pattern on how many weeks they put or months they put their houses on the market and to see if they expire. Go follow. Not every top producer is a next top producer, but there are some that are cold callers and they don't even follow up with their own sphere. That's not all of them. But if you want to figure out what someone else is doing, and if you want to figure out if they're relisting their cancels and expireds, go follow them. Don't make that your own source of income, but this is how you learn to see what other people do. Remember, you cannot go after someone's listing. It is a code of ethics violation. Talk to your managing brokers to find out the rules in your area. And now you want my super bonus? This was me at 4:30 in the morning. My husband was like, what are you doing? I'm like, I had a great idea. I have to write it down. You should have seen me. I was like, glasses came on. Oh, I can see now. Here we go. So here it is. You are going to create a video. The market is hot. Why I should sell my home. You're going to create a video. It could be a reel. It could be a TikTok. It could be a 5-minute video. I'm telling you right now, when I get off of this live today, I'm going to do the video and I'm streaming it to YouTube. I am. YouTube, Caremark Realty, Mark's page, and my page. That's what's about to happen. So I'm creating a video. The market is hot. Why I should sell my home. And I'm going to talk about, this is what I'm including. This is what I'm going to include. And then I'm going to pick a day, because remember, I go live every Friday. I'm going to pick a day, and I'm going to use Restream. I'm telling you what I'm doing. I'm giving you the tips. I'm going to use Restream to schedule the market update. And I probably will go with market update Monday, because that's what happens. So maybe around 9:30 in the morning when people get to work. So I'm going to give a market update. I'm going to talk about median sales price, how it's changed, the housing inventory, and the truth about inventory. And maybe you shouldn't sell because you can't find anything. But if you have a house in Florida, if you have a house in Texas, I'm licensed in Florida. Maybe I should go show you houses in Florida. Maybe we need a trip, right? The weekend you're having the home inspection, we're going to Florida. So I'm going to start doing video, and I'm going to tell people that this is what's happening. Market update Monday. So they can come watch me live, and I won't be there. It will be pre-scheduled. I'm telling you what I'm doing. So here it is. I'm giving you the checklist. Are you ready? Item 1, create the video with the data and a PowerPoint, Canva, whatever. I might go live and I might simply just show it. It's up to you. It depends. I've been doing this long enough because I teach all of you. I could just go do it on YouTube. But if that's not you, go create like 5 slides. Go live on YouTube, or tell people when you'll go live. Or if you're like, Carrie, I'm not going live, I'm not doing that. You can premiere videos on YouTube. So every Wednesday, all of you know, between 9 and 9:30 a.m., I premiere my 10-minute Learn to Earn with Carrie. I have agents now commenting, so I have the notifications on so I can comment. That was my 2022 goals. TikTok, I'm almost at 10,000 followers on TikTok. Not saying you should show your butt, but I think that's what happened. Number 2, create a market data reel. I said every day, but if I could get you to do it once a week, I'm good. The second thing on the checklist, create a postcard, and you're going to tell people about your market update and should they sell the home. You're going to create a newsletter about this, and you're going to mail it ASAP. It's going to be in the marketing for the keys to listing leads, which if you're in the agent journey, you're getting it. I'll post it in the group. I created it this morning. The market is hot. You like the fire? Oh my gosh. You can make it better if you, here it is. This is the postcard. Like this was me this morning. and I worked out. How about that? And I made breakfast and coffee. I'm telling you, I told you at the beginning. Did you hear my story? And I didn't want to have to come back to work, but I'm telling you, I'm coming back to work since March because I've been doing these videos, everyday reels. 4 seller leads, 1 investor lead, 3 buyer leads, and 2 buyer leads are already written offers on. Still waiting. Now, do we have to go back and start looking again because the listing agent was like, well, he's thinking about it or she's thinking about it? Do you think we need to write an offer while already writing an offer? All of you are like, look here, you can't do that. We can write an offer and reject and rescind the other offer, right? And then I said, I have a listing appointment this weekend. I do. And you know I don't want to go back outside, but I'm going because this is not HGTV and the girls got to eat. One of the leads was an expired listing. One seller wants to sell next year, and the investor lead is already under contract. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot one. Somebody just called us and said the property that we want to buy in the city of Chicago is about to be ready, maybe out of probate. I'm trying to tell you, you got to do the work. Like all of you go to my Home Snap and you look to see if I'm selling. I'm not. It's going under Mark. I'm not, because I have 32 agents, including me. So I need them to sell. But I remember, I can lead a horse to water. I can't make you drink. I can go walk with you. Just walk with me. I can put out the doorknob bags. You got to convert. You need me to convert? You're my agent? Let's schedule the appointment, and then let me do all the talking. Let me close the deal for you. I'm willing to do that. You just can't say, Carrie, I got a listing appointment tomorrow. I need you to be available. That's not how this works. Did you like that? Do you want me to repeat, rinse and repeat? Here we go. So if you are on Facebook, if you are in, I see the questions. Where are you getting the foreclosure list from? I told you that. I got it from Remind. I see what? So I'm telling you, I get ideas at night, in the middle of the night, but I'm so glad it came at 4:30. Right? Do you read the word every day? Right? Today would be Proverbs 25. Some of you need to read it. Okay, here we go now. So here's your checklist. You're going to create a video. I already did this, but the market is hot. Listen, you can go find somebody to make it prettier. Feel free. I'm just getting it in the mail. I'm telling you, I used to kill a tree over at Baird & Warner because I didn't have the money. Some of you are like, here, I don't have the money to mail. There's some attorneys that don't need your business, and I can tell you of one. Send me a DM if you're in Illinois. I'll tell you who is willing to help you. Like, there are people that you need to market with. There are people that want to do business. So here we go. I need you to create a video. The market is hot. Why should I sell my home? Should you sell your home? Let's have a conversation. Yeah, you should sell your home. You should sell it. Yes, you should sell it. But let me tell you why you should sell it. But Carrie, I can't find anything. Maybe you can't find anything. Let's talk it through before we list. The Fiverr is my best friend. Market update. I want you to talk about the median sales price change. How has it changed over the years? Show the data. Housing inventory. The truth about inventory. When we sell your house, you might have to live in an RV. But if you're going to make $150,000, I don't even like Mark. We have, when we were having, did you guys see the live on Facebook when Mark and I went live and he's like, Carrie, I sold the house. We're moving into an RV. I'm like, I'm not moving into an RV. Now, might I pull a tiny house for a road trip? Might I? Maybe, yeah. Maybe there's an Airbnb where they'd be willing to let you, rent month to month. Maybe it's already furnished. Go put your stuff in a pod. So create the video using Canva or PowerPoint, go live on YouTube or schedule the video or premiere the video. You can create the video this is me on Zoom. If you want to pre-create the video, this is how you do it. As soon as you hit record, you say, hi, everyone, this is Carrie. I'm Carrie Little, the designated managing broker of Caramark Realty Group in the Western suburbs. And today I want to talk to you about Lombard, Illinois. And then you just get into it. And then you say, thank you so much for listening. If you have more questions, I'd love to hear from you. Check out the link below to find out market data in your area. I would love to have a conversation. You don't want to call, text me. Like, sometimes you got to give people an option. We're selling our current house to pay off our old house. We'll live there for a while. There you go. Some of you have some houses you can move into. Create a market data reel every day. You're overwhelmed, once a week. You're still overwhelmed, one. Create the postcard. Oh, you're in the agent journey. It's already here. I'm sorry, it's already in the keys to listing leads. It is there, but when you go to April, just know this is the bonus, because I still am going to give you the other content. This is really a bonus. I'm not doing that every month, but I had an idea. Maybe I should just get rid of the old content, right? Create a newsletter and send it right away. All right. So take a moment, and then I'm coming to the Q&A. Take a moment and think. Put on your thinking caps. Take a moment. Imagine if you just tried. Where would you be at in 4 months? Some of you have joined me for your first 6 weeks in real estate, and you haven't missed one. The 5th week is next week on Wednesday. So imagine if you just tried. You had to start. Some of you are new. If you don't want to go back to real work, you have to start. It's like I'm going to keep it real. If some of you, I'm going to use myself. I gained 10 pounds over the last few months because we've been going on vacation, and I did. So I was like, I do not want to eat vegetables every day and fruit every day. I am starving. Do I have to throw in some protein? Yes. But I don't like the bulge on the side. I'm done. Like, you should have seen me yesterday. They had cookies. They had meat. I had a tray full of vegetables, and you should have seen me crunching on celery. And I was like, when you make a decision to do something, it is easier. It might not be hard. It might not be easy. It might still be hard, but it is easier to stick to it when you make a decision. When you make a decision. So what if you were consistent this month? What if you were consistent next month, next quarter, for the year, and then every month, quarter, and every year after? Remember the show, One Day at a Time? Remember the show, One Day at a Time? Literally, it is one day at a time. Nothing happens overnight. It happens over time. I've been going live on Instagram now every single week for almost 2 years. I committed. I made a commitment. Some of you just have to commit. Some of you, if you're like, Carrie, yes, I'm tired of feeling, I'm just going to use myself, because there's some things I want to say. And I get it. We all have challenges. We all have, there's other things that keep us from losing the weight. I get it. But when I got pregnant and I had babies and my thighs would rub after I had the babies, I was like, nope, I'm going to start a fire. I can't take it. So if you can't take it enough, you need a friend, whatever you got to do. You got to go for a walk. You got to go buy a Peloton, whatever you got to do. That was me. That's me. So this is one day at a time. You need to show up and do the work one day at a time. If you know you need that motivation, if you know you need that friend to work with every day, find somebody to sit with you. I get it. So if we joke about this, Jill Daniels said, Carrie, just think if you hadn't tried, because about Wordle, we joke about it. But what if you tried and remained consistent because you don't want to go back to regular work? A good friend of mine, so Marlene Rubenstein, top producer, I remember when I would teach agents, and let me tell you what I love about top producers. And there's some of you in the room today. When a top producer is in the room, don't be afraid to go say hi. I know sometimes they, they might say, hey, what do you do? How do you work? If I was a top producer, I would say, tell me about your business. How's it going? Like, I would just throw it back, because I need to know who you are before I can tell you about me. Because what I do isn't going to work for you. It might not work for you. Because I went live for 2 minutes. I talked about closing cost credits back in 2016, closed 8 deals. It was my network plus a $10 boost. So Marlene said, and I love it when top producers show up and they're in the room. I love it when the designated managing broker shows up. I'm just going to make this hard for some of you. If your managing broker doesn't come to training, it's harder for you. If the top producers don't show up every once in a while, it's harder for you, because sometimes you need to see that they want to learn too. It just is. So sometimes if you're on a team and your team leader never shows up, I got a problem. So business begets business. You hear the stories, ask a busy person to do it and they'll get it done. I don't have time to do everything. I have to clean up a closing for one of my agents. We got like 5 different loops going, and I'm exaggerating. It wasn't that bad. I gotta do it today. And I gotta go sit in a meeting with my MLS at another location. I got a whole new outfit today. You don't even want to see what I have on below. So she said, business begets business. Once you start getting business, closing deals, following up, staying in touch, You can always have a paycheck. As an entrepreneur, we get up every day to earn a paycheck. So let me ask all of you this question. Tell me in the chat, and I'm coming to the Q&A. What did you do today? What did you do today? What did you do today? And it is 10 a.m., almost 10 a.m. to generate a lead. What have you already done? What have you already pre-scheduled? It's Friday. It's follow-up Friday. Today's a follow-up day for me. What did you do? Hey, Shopani. Tell Marlene I was talking about her today. What did you do today to generate a lead? No one has done anything. And you can say I haven't done anything, but you could tell me what you're going to do. What have you done? What have you done? My testimony is that since consistently doing Coffee with Carrie, my income has increased through all of the paths you have provided. The main thing is consistency, creating, mailing, and following up. And I did not pay Cayenne to say that. It's up to you. A year from now, some of you that just got licensed, you'll be an agent for a year. Are you licensed for a year and you haven't had a paycheck? Maybe you need to go work on a team. Maybe you need to go do the grunt work. Maybe you need to go do all the stuff nobody else wants to do. Maybe you need to go show houses for free. I know gas is high. Maybe that agent should probably pay you a few bucks to go show the houses so you can at least cover the cost of the showing. I mean the gas. I see the post now. Prepare my newsletter. I am emailed my new potential client. I posted a story and a post to Instagram. I'm going to mail. Send a follow-up email to a Zoom call I had last night. There you go. Send a handwritten note to all these people. Watch this live. See, Erica? There we go. We've done something to do business. That was the best. You showed up to learn. Okay, so I'm coming to Instagram to answer questions. How do we search for pre-foreclosures? If you are in, I don't care what state you're in, RPR, you can look for pre-foreclosures. Start there. If you have Realist, you can search for pre-foreclosures. If you have Remind, you can search for pre-foreclosures. If you're willing to get up, get dressed, and go to the county, you can go look for pre-foreclosures. There you go. Simple, simple, simple. All right, Carrie, we got magazines going out. Somebody said, yes, I want the daily scripts. I want it. I want it. You want it? Okay. So you guys think I don't have time for this stuff? Really, I don't. So farming versus letters for market updates. I'm going to say this. Postcards, it's got to look good. So I might even, tweak this a little bit. I haven't decided yet. It's got to look good. I didn't even change the photos that were here. You might change that a little bit. I just used a template and then I kind of deleted some things and I put the fire and it was hot. It'll probably look better once you buy it on Remind or Prospect Plus or whatever, Canva. So I am the, Jackie, this is what I would say. Postcards go from the mail maybe to the circular file, the garbage. Handwritten envelopes probably make it in the house. So test it. Send a few handwritten, a letter that says, I've included your market update. Let me know if you have any questions. First of all, you're going to say the market is hot in the market update letter. Handwrite the envelope. So test it. I always get into the house with a market update. Looks like I need another Remind training for how to find those foreclosures. When will you do it? For those of you, Cayenne, for those of you that are in the agent journey, I stream that live to the Facebook group and it's on the membership. If you are in my market, I teach from MLS, catch me there. Or just, show up and I'll tell you when I'm doing another class. Because sometimes I'll offer classes to everyone. All right. Oops. Click the wrong thing. I'm inviting people. All right. Question. Pre-foreclosures. Luxury what? How do we search that? So, so the conversation yesterday when I was on this panel was, increasing your income. This is what I'm suggesting, but don't give up your day income, your regular income. So if you're in a market where average sales price is 200,000, and I like what Mike LaFido said. He said, if you're in an area where average or median sales prices are 200,000, triple it. That would be luxury for you. So triple it. So like what he said, If you're trying to get into luxury, you still have to sell real estate. There was someone that created a reel yesterday. I wish I had remembered her name so I could tell you to go follow her. She said, yesterday I closed 2 deals. One was 1.5 million and the other one was 90,000. Both clients got the same treatment. You still have to work your market. You can totally switch to one over the other, but you still need to. So if you want to target pre-foreclosures high end, I recommend, the reason why I'm saying that is it's easier to switch. How do you find them? Just go to Hinsdale and look. Like, go pick a high end area and start farming pre-foreclosures. Go for it. Go for it. I probably am not putting on a doorknob bag. Let's see. I needed this today. Thank you, Stephanie. I have gotten way off track as I have built a business following doing the following what you do and doing the work. Now I have to get back to the basics for the continued work. Yes, you do. Some of you just need to get back to the basics. So even today, when I said do a video every day and you're like, whoo, one video a week, 60 seconds, you could do this. Like, I am convinced that you could all do this. And then if you show up every week, if you've never bought my New Agent Journal, you should just go buy it because I gave you enough information today to buy 10. I probably gave you enough to buy 100. Because I'm telling you, people don't share like this anymore. Like, they don't. Well, first of all, we do. We want you to sign up for our courses. We want you to show up. Your managing brokers want you to learn from them. But you come on, show up, buy something, pay for something. Okay, here we go. So let's see. That wasn't for me. For those that kept asking to say, oh, got it. But that's okay, Cayenne, because you can come back and I always tell you something new, don't I? So here's one. So how do we find the reports for top producers? In my market, you got to create the report. Well, first of all, how do you find out who the top producer is? Go to your MLS and search in a certain city. If you have InfoSparks, you can just go to the market view. Oh, if you're in my market on March 30th, I'm teaching InfoSparks at 3:00. I'll show you how. And I got some new tips. So you just go to your MLS and search a city and then create a report to see who the agents are that have the listings and see who the top producers are or who's closing deals, who's closing the deals. And then you have to create another report. If you're in my market, you want that class called Custom Reports. That's the class you want. Yeah, so come see me in a class. Oh gosh, I keep clicking the wrong thing. Let's see. What's the good website to get interest rates? There is no good website. Work with a loan officer. Because I'm never going so notice I said interest rates are close to 5. And then I said last year interest rates were around close to 3. I'm not a loan officer. I'm not quoting them. Because at the end of the day, remember the interest rates could change every day, go up and down. So I'm not a loan officer. I'm not going to give you the specifics. I can tell you what's happened over time. Some of you need to watch Dr. Yoon, the chief economist for NAR, because he gives stats on the changes. Some of you need to watch the news and watch the interest rates, but I'm not going to talk interest rates. I'm going to let a loan officer do it. So you can go Google interest rates. Just go Google and see what they are. Everybody's going to have a different rate. But then if you read the fine print, you might have to buy it down. And again, I'm not a loan officer. So if you really want to get, interviewing a loan officer, that's what I would do. Let's see. Do you think cutting your commission for exposure is a good idea? Anyone want to answer that? I'm never going to say no. I'm going to say do what you got to do. But you can't cut your commission without talking to your brokerage, because they might have rules. When I worked for a bigger brokerage, I could not give out more than I was taking in. Could you have this is your lucky day? The first 10 sellers that call me, they get this? You could. I'm not saying that you can't do it. I'm saying you could have here's the discounted rate, here's the carry rate. Let's play along. I'm not going to give you a rate, but if you want this, and this is the rate. But if you want this, that's the rate. So I never want to tell you to drop it. I'm going to really tell you, how do you want to be perceived? Although there's a story, fast nickel, slow dime. So I could sit on both sides of that. Fast nickel, slow dime. So I don't think it's a good idea, but I'm going to tell you to definitely talk to your brokers. So I see the question, when are we getting realist? It's coming. Maybe I'll find out today because I'm going to a meeting. So thank you that. Yeah. Yeah. Many brokers have tiers. Like, I don't ever want to say no, but let's just go with this. In this market, the market's hot. You can see it correctly on Facebook. It's backwards on Instagram. The market's hot and the seller pushes back. Because I just had someone that because they might still list with me, say somebody else is offering me a different rate. I'm like, you know, I'm the expert. I know what I'm talking about. Do you want someone that's going to go do the mailers? Do you want me to connect you with someone in another state? I'm the expert. I'm the expert. And then I said, oh, but I own the company and I can do what I want. How about that? So that's a really good question. So I like that. All right, everyone. You know I need a photo, right? Oh, let me get my mug from Clark Atlanta. So for those of you that are watching me on Instagram, photo tag me in your stories. Don't post me in your feed. You don't need me in your feed. You want me in your story. Yes, show your worth. Show your worth. How can I get addressed to nearby homes for a listing I just sold? If you're in Illinois, you can go in Remind, do a radius. You can even buy the postcard in Remind. So yes. And remember, I always say you need a call to action. So my call to action for all of you is, if you've never invested in the agent journal, the new agent journal, go buy one. If you're not new, give it to a new agent. Tell them to watch me. If you want to create reels and go live on video, invest in the Socially Savvy Agent. It's in my store on Instagram. I don't even know if I have it over here on Facebook. I probably should have added that. But you could literally just go look for the Socially Savvy Agent, but it is in my IG link tree. I will post it on Facebook in the feeds. I give you, I help you think. I help you think. If you want to invest in the agent journey, we would still love to have you. If you're like, Carrie, I can't commit to doing all of that, I will periodically, probably maybe every quarter, I will offer a course that you can invest in. One that I may have taught to the agent journey, that group, but you can just buy it separately. There we go. So, wow, you guys, you all say no, laughing out loud. I'm back and forth. I just realized I want the exposure in that area, but I'm definitely think it over more. Yeah, think it over. Think it over. I'm not saying no, but remember, the market is hot. If you have a seller, and you could just say, you're doing a special. So I'm not going to say no, but before you do it, make sure it is okay. And what do you mean by you only see expireds? Give me some help here. Give me some help. For those of you that are listening to me on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, thank you for joining me. Hop over to Instagram. We're going to continue the conversation over there. And don't forget to follow me on YouTube.